Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 5. Welcome back to the next episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the previous episode, we completed the first part of Trial Day 1 of Turnabout Big Top. Today, we're going to go with our second part of today's episode right now, ladies and gentlemen. This should be under 40 minutes, if not around there. If you're after today's episode, make sure that like button is sparse, greatly appreciated. Sweetie, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
A little bit lower. We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possibility!
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double,
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Alrighty then. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
Wait, what?
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? I didn't even get a chance to see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just used to being in a court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. So it's easy to see your occupation. Please state their name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke's okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? Oh, what's that one? Seymour Butts. But a couple of clowns that were up no good.
Your name?
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene around 10:15 the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening? Hey, Robbie, a priest and a Rastafarian. Without the humor, please. Okay.
Poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
Alright, what you witness? I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. no matter what I say, but all I get in return is vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even try to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick with the facts of this case.
Really? You'll hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, thank you. I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. No, that's settled. Shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. So this is the real one. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to believe, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor? I'm afraid that if you push the witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause the clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. It's still okay just to press on forward, right? If not, then I'm screwed. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. Okay. You have no idea how tired I was then. I was poop. I thought I'd go straight to bed, but before I did, I glanced out of the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away. It was a ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You say you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away? That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% accurate that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows that what to do. Out together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. What? Say what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? What did he clunk with? You say you saw the ringmaster get clunked over the head. Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say that the victim was struck with? You mean weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? No. You did say you saw the entire thing, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what it is waiting for you. A nice— Oh, damn!
Wasn't that a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Do I have any clear basis to believe that the witness did not see the crime? Clear basis. What do I know? What do I know? That's the papers. Do you have any clear basis to believe? Do you have any clear proof to believe that this witness did not see the crime? What proof do I have? That's there. My question is, what he got hit with? That's my question. I want to know. Why is this a thing? I have no idea. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. I'm just gonna say it right here, just in case, because I have no idea. Just in case. Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness... Well, see, right now, I don't have a clear basis to be thinking that.
Then this is just another one of your pointless efforts to badger my witness.
Yep. Wait. This time I do not feel the need to treat Mr. Wright so harshly.
That's right, what he said.
Bailed out by the judge. What an honor indeed.
If we must penalize Mr. Wright for the display, I think a verbal censor would be best.
Huh?
You know the rules, Mr. Wright. There is no room for baseless hounding in the courtroom. I guess he didn't really bail me out after all.
You know, most testimonies what he told us yesterday are kind of different.
Yeah, I noticed. We just got to pinpoint what's changed.
You can do it, Nick.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? Say, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke. Alright, 8 o'clock, just humor. Now you want to hear a joke? A man goes to his doctor and the doctor asks, how is number 1? The man says, every day at 6. And the doctor, at 7. That's what the matter. I split up a...
Witness, these are exactly the type of jokes you should say for Gumshoe.
Ow!
You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that.
And this is where we go back. This is where we go back to this. This is where we go back to this. Wait, which one did I click last time? Wait, why? Of course I have claim to make this clown. Wait, what?
Now let's hear it.
That's something I can't share with you at this time. What did you just say, Mr. Wright? I know there's something wrong with this testimony, but I can't put why I feel this way into words for the judge.
Maybe we should get a bit more information. Once we find something more solid, we can give it another shot.
Yeah, you're right. Why? The other one was less severe. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, this is just wow. What exactly are we trying to look for? I have no idea. What was different? Because that was the thing that was different. Let's just look it up because I have no idea what I'm trying to find. Let's just look it up. Because I know the only thing I heard was that he was with freaking, let's see, press on Mo's third statement. 1,
2, 3. You just happened to glance out of the window?
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls! Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either? What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Exactly why did you look out of the window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out of their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of the window upon hearing the loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow!
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
You should start turning the tables in our favor. What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say...
Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
Oh! How you make that? I was gonna make a joke, huh? I guess that sounded like... I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like. Honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out of the window and you saw? Now what? Now that we got that information. Keep pressing. Press on. Statement. This is the sixth statement. Okay.
Objection!
Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness' very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching him and all of a sudden Max clunked. If Mo is to believe when he said he looked out of the window up hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clunk anyone.
In 1972, a crack clown.
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
I didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from our maximum security clown car.
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team thing to anger this court?
No. I'm just stuck for time when I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
Oh, you're back from your jog.
Well, it pretty much happened. That's what I said.
Pretty much?
When I looked out of my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma. Tampering with the witness again.
So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on the permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well then, please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. The silhouette. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw this uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
You took your time realizing that, didn't you? However, that should be enough, right?
If it is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to keep believing that.
Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
Okay. Whoa, already. I was a bit far away, but that shadow could only belong to Max.
There's no doubting it, especially since I saw the uppity symbols.
Trilo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and wore them? I thought of that myself. By just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it was have to be Max.
You sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap.
You're sure that it was what you saw that night? Exactly what I saw. Is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
But that's not all I saw. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window?
There was light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much.
Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I could see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right.
Our record says his eyesight is perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the criminal scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
You asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it was actually was. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? It must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've gotta find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've gotta do it.
Don't you think that you are going a little bit overboard how explicit you're being? That shadow belonging to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that.
Doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then.
What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night?
The silk hat, the black cloak. Black cloak. Made to order fedora that is symbol of Max Fabulous found at the crime scene. Black cloak.
Black cloak? This is purple! Yo, watch we get it wrong. Hey! You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so, the silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols?
Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now!
Silk hat, cloak, white roses. What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie?
Do you like pie? I like pie.
Silence, fool! You all respond with the whole truth, no fractions.
Order!
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there wasn't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's too obvious it was too dark to see what kind of detail.
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way that he could have missed them.
Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case?
Clearly not. He is just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. Whenever there's a nugget on truth, it always seems to peek out on me, then run away. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony? Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Mac's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the persons he saw. There is absolutely no doubt this is a contradiction.
Now what I'm supposed to think. Was he supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but there should be still doubt lingering in your mind.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I have come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that the witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling?
Nick, this is your last chance.
That explains it. The Silhouette, Part 2. There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were that. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the sick out. There is no way I forget seeing that decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was at the scene.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against the witness. If you are going to prove to me there is a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
I only got a single shot at this. I got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. What do I have? You can't badger. There is no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations of it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
What do you think, Nick?
There's no way I'm going to lose after coming this far. There's gotta be an answer, and probably in the court record. There's no doubt in my mind there was no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm quickly sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. What do we have? Crime photo. That could be it. Because made to order fedora. That is symbol of Max's fabulousness found at this crime scene. Rose.
I got nothing. Present the silk hat on the fourth statement.
Objection!
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat that you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma? Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene! That means... The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, that's not true.
Order! Mr. Curls,
Yes, Your Honor.
what is the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memories, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight on my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean, and no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Ha ha!
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have the rose, he was still wearing that dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing the dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo,
What do you want?
you just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer left the scene of the crime?
What? Went. What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenixite is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness testimony is full of holes. Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you say. You sure that's how it happened?
Huh?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter this theory?
Yes. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprint in the snow.
Footprints?
In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, the witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to test strike up all the witness testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to the court.
Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick of tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curls,
Yes?
the testimony you provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
I was a bit confused about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and Webb told me to talk about what I really saw.
Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from the witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all truth, I tell you. Oh, great. One more. Now it's time for our next segment. Mo knows. Everything that I set up until now has been the truth. When I looked out of the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was... How do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of the crime by flying, there's no way that can actually happen.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness testimony, Mr. Wright?
I have no idea. Say whatever you want. Okay. Is that the truth? What he just said was so strange. I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means that he is telling the truth?
That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic!
Yikes, you're right. Ow!
Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
I suppose I will let you all on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that can actually happen.
You imbecile!
If you disregard a need for proof, Ms. Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints on the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is now in recess.
And with that, we'll end. Never mind.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared?
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless when you're on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow. You just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule.
I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry you have to break the magician's creed to keep the magic trick secret.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and capture this sucker.
And with that, we'll end today's episode right here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that like button, comments, for it. If you're new, if you like to see, comment, the short, because like, see me, and I'm signing out.